I wanted to do something bigger for my 10-year anniversary, but I can't think of anything right now. I'm in the middle of working on projects. I don't even think it's worth it. But I can't just let this pass up and go my anniversary without saying anything. It's June 28th, the day of recording this, and that day's my 10-year anniversary of me creating this account. And I'm gonna post this video on July 2nd, the day I posted my first video 10 years ago. You can tell that this is completely unscripted. I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna say. I only have a list of like bullet points of what I'm gonna talk about. I usually don't do this kind of stuff, you know, like as you can see on the channel. But yes, this is me, Trainvev, not Sustapus. This is Trainvev, the person, you know, behind Sustapus, writing and editing Sustapus, you know, or just like any videos and stuff. I'm a person who likes making videos and doing whatever I want on YouTube, and that has been the case since, you know, since I created this channel, since before I even created this channel. Sorry if I'm talking like really slow compared to the Sustapus videos and shit, like I just realized. Again, this is like really unscripted. I apologize. I wish I could have done something more for this anniversary thing. This is kind of just basically like a reflection of like, you know, my journey on YouTube, like how I been the last 10 years on this channel, and I don't know, just kind of like talking, you know, just I don't know. So here's the list of bullet points that I have written down on this notepad that I've written like 3 days ago or some shit. First one is, who am I? I already answered that. I'm Trainvev, you know. Yeah, I create videos and I'm the guy behind the Sustapus persona. You know, I don't know what else to say on that. I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to say when I wrote this. I grew up on YouTube and I, you know, wanted to make YouTube videos for a long time, and I've been making YouTube videos for a long time. Basically, kind of just half my life at this point, you know? Been recording, editing for 10 years. You know, like a lot of my growth is like, yeah, just been stemmed from the fateful day that I created the channel. And this leads to the next topic. Why did I want to become a YouTuber? Well, here's the thing, like when I was like 3, I didn't even think about YouTube at all. I was watching YouTube, but I didn't think about YouTube as, you know, I don't know. I was just watching like videos of like, I don't know, I was like really into like space and shit back then. But I remember watching a video. It was like a Mario Sunshine Let's Play video that my brother showed me. And this was like a video from like Sugar Conroy. I know, like this whole thing just stemmed from this watching Sugar Conroy, but like that shit like opened my eye. It opened my eye, like my I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like he really inspired me like early on to make these videos. And like, yeah, the original idea of this channel is to do kind of like let's play videos like he did, you know, just talking while playing a game, you know, have like a personality. This is like it's surprising that let's play YouTubers and stuff and like kind of like blew up after that, because that's, yeah, like Sugar Conroy was like what, like very early on and stuff. And I don't know, like that's what I've always wanted to do since then. This is like, yeah, when I was like 4 or 5 at this point. And ever since then, I've been just kind of like planning on what I should do, what games I should play when I create my YouTube channel. I've never used computers at that point, or never knew how to use computers, or even how to make an account on YouTube, or do basically anything on the internet, like edit videos, record. But that's what I kind of like spent those next like 5 years figuring out, you know? And I came up with the name. My original name is, you know, Train Games for some reason. And I remember that day making that name up when I was 5, and like just wanting to stick with it, you know, ever since. And in a way I basically have, you know, I've changed names, but, or I guess personas, I don't know, but I kind of retained it in a way, you know? But yeah, like I've been just recording gameplay on my iPod, doing the little, you know, the thing where you just record your TV of you playing games and stuff. That's what I did. And I do have like I do have some of those recordings. They like I don't even know. It's like fun to look back on. And cuz it's like I've always wanted to do this ever since that day. You know, I've been growing up on like those early YouTubers and stuff. A lot of Minecraft stuff actually, but you know, a lot of those early YouTubers and stuff, YouTube poops. And eventually I would get a computer. It would be like a Mac and stuff cuz you know, people were like gassing up like Apple and stuff. I don't know why I wanted a Mac when I was like, I don't know. But that was like a giant leap forward into getting my channel created. And since then, I've been just kind of like learning to use the internet and stuff. I found out about iMovie on a school field trip to the Apple store. And that's like kind of, yeah. Since then, I was like, oh yeah, that's what I need to edit. That's what I need to make those videos, you know? And I would just be doing all this stuff. And the only by the time like I created the account, the only thing that I need to know how to do was create an account. And I gotta give like a lot of thanks to, you know, Troll Money on this, because I've watched his videos, like his old 2012 videos and stuff, and being like so like blown away, like, oh my god, like how can I do this, you know? How this is so cool and stuff. And it would just be a video of him like, I don't know, just like doing some like stupid shit, but I don't know. But he told me how to create an account, and like that's like kind of like wow. But the thing is, like, I couldn't even create an account. My parents wouldn't let me for a while, and that's kind of why. Cause I would have created an account like way sooner if I could, you know, and I would have started posting videos way before 2015. But yeah, eventually my parents were like, okay, we'll give you an account. So on this day 10 years ago, I finally managed to create my own account. And it's so, I don't know, it's so surreal on like, you know, my original vision of the channel. My banner was like some banner that I googled, like it was like either some Pokeball or like a Kirby thing, like some simple channel background for that. And I remember having to separate the name and stuff. It wasn't just like one name, because it was still during like the Google Plus era, so I had to name myself Train Space Games and stuff. And that was kind of infuriating, not gonna lie. I didn't even know about Google Plus back then. Like I wasn't caught up. Like from 2012 to 2015, I was kind of like in this my own like little bubble on YouTube of just watching Minecraft stuff and stuff. I mean, I would branch off. Like I would be watching Vanoss Gaming, but I don't know. I definitely was like kind of like set back from like the rest of YouTube at around that time. But yeah. I don't know, I was so happy. I was like creating videos and stuff. I was like scrambling around recording stuff, and eventually I made my first video on July 2nd, which was basically one of those iMovie trailer templates and stuff. And you know, I definitely watch it and like cringe a little and be like, oh yeah, that's cringe, that's, you know. But honestly, I'm like, it's something that I'm personally proud of, because it's like one of the first video that I've ever uploaded on the internet, and it's like back then I was really proud of that, you know, and I'm still kind of proud of that, you know, too. Normally I would, you know, keep that video up. Like if the stuff that happened later didn't happen, I would have kept all of my old videos up, but I don't know, it's hard. But yeah, my early videos was just recording videos of Agario. I would just be on the computer, like in the middle of the house. Like my computer would be located in the middle of the house. I would be using the default Mac webcam mic thing, and I would just start recording stuff, like whatever I thought was was popular, like Agario, like the .io craze. And man, this was before I even had Steam. Oh yeah, the third point is what was the journey like, and I guess I started talking about it now. But yeah, I would just be finding stuff, like new stuff on how to do this, how to screen record, and it was so like, yeah, like I'm so like happy just like finding these things on how to record and like how to play stuff. Like, oh yeah, this is my Minecraft world. I don't even know if I recorded Minecraft stuff, but I definitely was playing Minecraft by the time I got my Mac. But yeah, and eventually I would start, you know, doing more things and stuff. I finally got a Steam account just to play like stuff like Undertale and Gmod, you know? Undertale's like surprisingly the first like series that I had on the channel, and like I would eventually figure, like, I don't know, like figuring stuff out in those first like few years was like really fun. And like I learned how to live stream. I created like my first live stream in 2016, and I don't know, like I do look back on those years where like, yeah, it's like so fun, even though I'm creating like basically nothing. It's basically one of those, you know, those channels that those kids make where they abandon them in a few years because they're like, oh yeah, I want to do YouTube, but you know, I kind of give up on doing YouTube because oh yeah, too many people are doing YouTube or something. I don't know. You know, those typical like kids channels where kids post whatever the fuck they want. I don't know. But a lot of the early stuff was basically what I figured out how to do. Like, oh yeah, create this with iMovie. iMovie was really, really clunky, and I remember not really liking it that much, but it was the only editor that I knew of. And I remember making thumbnails off of PowerPoint and screenshotting them and putting them as the thumbnail. And I remember being so proud of that. Like, I never knew about Photoshop or Premiere or whatever Adobe products that were there. As time went on, I would go on and learn more things, learn about a capture card and getting a microphone and the Blue Yeti. Oh my god, I remember getting the Blue Yeti and being like, oh my god, this is so cool. But then I would not know how to use it because I would still be using the Mac default mic unknowingly. The first 2 years were like really fun to do. Even though I only had like 20 subscribers, it would be my school friends and all those like kind of like straggler people that, you know, would be okay with creating the shit that I was creating back then. But by 2017, that's when I had, you know, something to show. But that year was like, oh yeah, I was beefing with Troll Money a little. I don't know. This was like stupid. This was like by the time middle school started. And I remember Troll Money, a lot of things were like, I got inspired by Troll Money. He would create this video for like a school project and it would be really funny. And I remember trying to do that too, and then he would be like, no, you're copying me. And yeah, a lot of the things I did kind of copy Troll Money from, and would just never admit it and be like, oh yeah, I'm better at this, but honestly, I was just copying Troll Money. We would be having this beef where we would be like, oh yeah, who would get 50 subscribers first or something, and Troll Money already having the experiment. What the fuck am I saying? Sorry. The experience where he was on YouTube for like 5 years at this point. He was live streaming, he was, you know, creating all these like quality content because he had like Sony Vegas and stuff, and he was using like Windows and he could do a lot more with that shit, and I was like stuck using a Mac. I remember my parents buying me Premiere, not Premiere Pro, but I was having a lot of fun doing that, recording like Mario Maker and unboxing my Switch and stuff. And this was around the time where I started to be into like storytime animators too, so I created a little persona, a little simple ass persona But oh my god, that's wow, I didn't what did I even use for that? It was like sketch.io for that. I had no animating experience at all. And I would just be creating these frames like one by one. Like, oh yeah, draw this. It would be like, yeah, I don't know. By 2018 was kind of like when I really started to pick my shit up. 2017, 2018, I don't know. 2018 was when I actually got a PC and Sony Vegas and all the Adobe products and stuff and like Photoshop and that kind of stuff. And I remember 2018 was like really when I was trying to like push so hard on getting 100 subscribers. And back in 2017, like I would actually, you know, have to have like some sort of fan base because like not really at all. This was still when I had like 50 subscribers, but I actually like made my first YouTuber friend, or no, YouTube friend from YouTube. I don't know, but I was live streaming like Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and there was this person called like Space Cutter that I became friends with, and I wonder what Space Cutter's doing right now, because it's been a while. But yeah, that's kind of like my first friend that I made on YouTube, like my first online friend in general. This was before Discord. I don't know. This was the year that 2017 was the year that I made my first Discord account. But and in 2018 we were doing a lot more stuff. We were like doing more vlogs, doing more games and stuff. I was really pushing this to be like a thing, because I even started to even use like Adobe like After Effects and stuff. I remember that being really cool. And man, yeah, I did manage to get 100 subscribers, and I remember being so proud of what I've done. And this was only for like 100 subscribers. Like this was the third year I was into YouTube. I barely did shit. I made so many videos, but it barely did like anything. But I don't know, I would just be so proud of myself, be so happy. I don't even know. Maybe even more happier than when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. But yeah, it was so, I don't know. 2018 was a fun year for me doing YouTube. And I guess starting in 2019, I moved channels to a channel called Fishy Productions, which was basically me trying to like restart my channel, I guess. Trying to see what, like, how far I could go with the channel. It was, I think it was supposed to be like a 1-year thing, like abandon my main channel for a year and then go back after a year just to see how many subs I would get with one channel, like a fresh new channel, I guess. And I think I got like 70 or so, but I don't know. This was around the time where like things have shifted. I became a little like, I don't know, a little depressed. By early 2020, I was kind of like, oh, okay, move back, do Fishy Productions on the main channel. I wasn't even thinking about like creating Sustapus up until like April. It was like kind of like on a whim decision, or to be like, oh yeah, we're doing this now. And by the time, man, 2020 was so like different from like the early years of my channel, because I would start talking in like, you know, public Discord servers and stuff. I would be talking mainly in a Pancord, but I was talking with people, you know. It was very different from the last 4 years. I don't know. But this was the year that I would actually start to have some fan base, actually. Like, it was basically me telling people from the server that I had at the time, Clamaki Cord, that, oh yeah, please support my channel and stuff. And they would stick around, like the early people. And I would have like 200 subscribers by that point. And by that time, this was like the year I created the Mogeko Castle video, and it's very funny to see because it was like I didn't get Mogeko Castle. This was like what, I was only into Funumusi for like a year at that point, and I knew it wouldn't be too popular, and I kind of just made a video expecting for it to be like, oh yeah, I'll get maybe like 1,000 views at max and stuff. And for a year, for about a year, it would kind of be that way. Like I remember it being like, oh yeah, it was doing way better than usual on my channel. Oh yeah, few hundred views, that's good. Cause a few hundred views was so fucking like mind-blowing to me back then, even in 2020. I'm glad that a video like that would be, you know, my most popular video up to date, because it was the first video that I actually scripted, like fully. Something that, like, I'm actually passionate to talk about, and even though I think the video is like utter dog shit now, I'm proud that, you know, people like watching that video. By now the vision of the channel has changed, and I was gonna do Sustapus now, and Sustapus, and man, ever since I changed the channel name to Sustapus, I've been like, it has been like so different, you know, like putting the channel behind a persona and talking about internet stuff and ranting about whatever pissed me off on the internet at around that time. And it's very fun, like, you know, hanging out with my friends online, talking about stuff, and like having my Mogeko Castle video blow up and stuff. And not really blow up, it's like what, like only like what, 50k, you know? I mean, I basically do the same stuff as I did back in 2021 now, just make videos, Sustapus videos, make Funamusi videos, live stream. And man, seeing my sub count go up from all those years where it's like, oh yeah, it kind of doubled since 2020. Oh, 2020 I had 200, 2021 I had 500, and then 2022 I had like what, like 800, so it didn't even follow that anymore. And wait, did I hit 1,000 in 2022? I don't even know what. Wait, so 200. I don't even know. But yeah, I hit 1,000 in like 2022 or 2023 or some shit. But yeah, I learned a lot of things, a lot of trial and error with my channel, you know. Which brings us to my next point, or my next topic. Why did I achieve the amount of popularity I have today? You know, I got to where I am today because, you know, probably mainly because of the Mogeko Castle video, but I do, you know, I do have videos now. The ice cream video last month. I guess I asked this question to myself because it's like, oh yeah, I'm only at this amount. I didn't, you know, I'm not at what I envisioned when I started this channel. When I started this channel, I envisioned myself being like actually sustainable on YouTube, you know, having a few 100k at least. I don't know, I never envisioned myself being that big, like millions of subscribers big, but that would be doing well at least, but I would fall short of that. I would never envision myself going past 1 million subscribers, and I think 1 million subscribers was kind of like my ultimate YouTube goal when I started the channel. But I think I fall short of that for a few reasons. One, I would never just adapt to what the YouTube meta is and stuff. YouTube has definitely changed since I started wanting to do YouTube and stuff, because YouTube now is just all algorithm shit, watch time this, fucking looking at statistics that. Definitely different than what I wanted to do initially. Just be me, make videos because of me. I don't know. I definitely see why people that were my age that wanted to do YouTube don't want to do it now. YouTube has changed too much, and back then I never saw like an end for YouTube or the internet in general, but nowadays I see like, oh yeah, like there's a possibility that the internet's gonna like fall down and fucking die. There's definitely a lot of incompetency on my end on making these videos. I definitely am a little lazy when making these videos because they're so long to make, and I don't know, I just want to get done, I just want to get the video out, and I just kind of like fall short on quality because of that. I don't make videos fast enough, and it's why I don't have something bigger than only 1,000 subscribers. I mean, 1,000 subscribers is big. I never would have thought I would get that far. I was never too confident in getting this far, but I don't know, I thought I would get farther at the same time. I tell myself if I have more time, I would probably make it, but even then, like, I don't know. Maybe if I had a lot more time back then, because I was doing so many things that steered me away from YouTube, like school, sports, a bunch of various fucking shit that I couldn't do on YouTube because of those. And with COVID, there's definitely no excuse that I had so much time and I just didn't do anything with it. I don't know, I was dealing with a lot of mental stuff, but still isn't an excuse. Still isn't an excuse now. I have so much time now and I still don't produce a steady amount of videos. I mean, I definitely focus on a lot more quality than quantity and shit, but still, it took me, what, almost an entire year to make the ice cream video on a game that's only like 10 minutes long. Maybe it was because I had to do everything by myself, like scripting, recording, editing, and stuff. I mean, I had friends help, you know, do stuff in the video, but if I, you know, had money to hire an editor, maybe it would go faster. I don't know. Next point, how did my journey change me as a person? I've been on the platform for 10 years, and it's definitely changed me because of that. I feel like I've been so focused on YouTube that I haven't considered doing anything else. I just kind of assumed that I was gonna make it on YouTube and I was just gonna do this as a job and not do anything else. But now that I'm here, I'm like, I don't know, just I can't think of doing anything else as a job. I'm gonna be honest. I definitely have missed out on a lot of shit just because I'm so focused on these YouTube videos. I definitely have consumed a lot less media. Like, I've definitely could have played games. I could have gone into way more games and movies and shows and stuff. It's not like I don't now. I did recently. I've gone to Nichijou and like I've watched through Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Currently watching Madoka Magica right now. I've gone to a lot of games. I got back into Deltarune, which is surprising how much I forgot that I was into Deltarune. But at the same time, I could have gotten into a lot more games and stuff. Maybe branched off from Funamushi. I don't know. Instead of just being stuck in this hellhole playing the same 5 games over and over again. I make the excuse that, oh, I just don't have time, like, every time. But I do really feel that, like, when I'm not working on a video, I feel like I am just wasting my time. And that's with, like, doing, like, a lot of things, even, like, school and stuff. I'm like, man, this isn't even fucking worth doing if it's not working on a video and stuff. I promised to myself that once I started making a sustainable amount of money on YouTube, that's when I started getting into stuff, but that has just been prolonged, like, year after year and stuff. And I don't know, now I need to, like, consider just getting, like, a minimum wage job to keep doing these videos. I mean, I could shill my Patreon as much as I want. I don't know. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to beg my audience to pay for the Patreon. Next topic is, what do I want to be now? And honestly, I don't know. Like, there's definitely some identity crisis that I'm going through. Definitely thinking about a lot of stuff now. I still want to do YouTube videos, no doubt, right? That's gonna be a definite thing for a long time, at least. YouTube has changed so much that I kind of changed on what I really want to be on YouTube. Just the internet in general has changed so much that I don't even want to really have that much fame. I only want to create stuff just to create stuff. I don't even want a fan base. I know having that is fun. I know I can't create a perfect fan base. My fan base is definitely a lot better than a lot of YouTube. I don't know, my fan base, I don't know. My friends thought I would say my fan base just sucks, which I see that. I mean, these are people that don't care about their online presence at all, so At the same time though, what fan base do I want? I just want them to talk about stuff that I like, not like Roblox. I don't know anything about Roblox or whatever slop there is, I don't know. But at the same time, that's like kind of the people that I attract, to be honest. I really don't know where I want to be right now. I still think everything that I make is just like fucking trash. I mean, it is. There's no direction with my videos. I just make whatever I want, and I think that's what's killing my channel, to be honest. I mean, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do on YouTube. What I'm making is like stuff that I want to make, but it's like with the current landscape right now, it's just kind of, I can't do that. I have to actually attract some people first. I guess I have to figure out what fans that I want to attract first, because it's like I don't know what I want as a fan base. I know that my fan base is never going to be perfect, especially if I'm going to have more and more people coming in. It's not like I don't like my fan base right now. I have a good time with my current fan base right now, but honestly, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I'm I don't know, where I'm at is just like a mess right now. 10-year-old me would definitely be fucking confused and disappointed. It's hard to stop making like videos that I want to make, because it's like I could theoretically make slot videos, but I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me, which is probably why I might do it, but on a separate channel. I honestly don't know. I think I do have to stop creating these videos until I start making money off of it, because like I can't do this for free. I mean, I know it's fucking greed. I know it's like, oh yeah, you've been doing it for free for all this time. Why do you want to stop doing it now? Like I don't know. I'm proud of myself for getting this far with my dream with YouTube and stuff. I'm definitely happy that I'm still doing it, and it's still a thing that I want to do, and it's still a thing that kind of makes me money. I don't know, but there's definitely a lot of like vulnerable things that I'm saying about myself. It's like I don't know what I want to be, you know? But honestly, I would have been vulnerable like this anyway for a 10-year anniversary of my channel. I'm definitely so inconfident in myself that I just can't think that I'm gonna actually do anything with what I want to do. I have considered just stop making YouTube videos entirely and just move on to something else, but still, at the same time, I don't know what I would be doing without YouTube. 10 years of just wasted potential. 10 years of like working towards something that I was never gonna achieve. Half of my life was basically wasted for this. Actually, no, 2/3 of my life. I don't know, I don't want this to be like me venting or something in a fucking YouTube video. This is the 10-year anniversary, even though I don't know, I'm not like happy with the person that I am right now. So where am I going from here? Well, obviously I'm gonna make more videos regardless, whether it's here, a separate slop channel, I don't know. My goal is to finally get monetized on YouTube. That's wait, hold on, let me check the status of that. Oh my god, I'm so close. No, okay, no. Maybe I'm gonna do more shaping up with my fan base to make it to where it's something that I want. I don't know, I still want to be nice to my fans. I don't know, I don't believe in being a dick to my fans, even though that's how I get inspired. Like fucking a panda is just a dick to his fan base. I don't know, if you want to follow what I come up with, please subscribe to the channel, just follow what I'm doing, or what I make my persona do. I don't fucking know. Please donate to the Patreon. I really want this to be a thing where I can do this for a living. And honestly, I'm actually really like appreciative and thankful for like where I've gone this far, like with everybody supporting me, everybody that's like, you know, helped me. Thank you, Troll Money. Thank you to my family. Thank you to like my friends. Cheers to another 10 years. if YouTube lasts that long, or even the internet.